Okay.
Hello. Welcome to another sloppy response. We're not late. Shut the fuck up. Let's go.
In 1987, Gene Roddenberry set about the seemingly impossible task of making a new Star Trek series with a brand new ship and a brand new cast.
Ship's upside down.
Wait,
Why is Jonathan Frakes standing next to a weird egg?
Why does it look like a really fucked up egg?
Because
Jonathan Frakes is about to punch the weird egg.
it's like, bro, your ship's upside down.
It never happened. This one was written by a writer.
Yeah.
Lame design.
Yeah, you actually look at the Enterprise, like, do you in like the model stuff, like close, because I've got a model of it. It does look like a really weird, lame design, but it looks so nice on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Star Trek Next Generation
Enterprise.
become successful, but some would argue it tops the original series. The Next Generation was a smash success, getting the kind of ratings that we see today for shows like Game of Thrones. It was a multiple award winner, spanned 7 seasons, and spun off 4 movies. The Next Generation has some of the defining stories in all of Trek and introduced elements which have become staples of the franchise. The Ferengi, the Borg, and the Cardassians, just to name a few. It also introduced one of the best villains, Q. Make no mistake, this guy is a villain. He literally has the power to make anything happen with the snap of his fingers.
Yeah, he starts out a villain.
He starts out, but like
Yeah,
he
and-
gets to be like Picard's like playboy, pretty much.
Yeah.
He just really likes Picard as well.
Yeah, he's kind of gay for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whenever
John
Q
looks
shows
good.
up, we're in for a great episode. In fact, I'd say Next Gen has a pretty damn good first episode in Encounter of Farpoint.
Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Bruh.
Nigga, what? No.
Bro.
No.
No.
The entirety of the first season is trash. Like you have to watch Encounter. You have to watch Encounter at Farpoint just to get Q and the beginning of the series. After that, you can skip the entirety of like season 1. There's a couple episodes of season 2.
There's a couple of there's 1 or 2 episodes of season 1 where you can watch it and just go.
The Tar Monster one is okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Skin
you have
of
to.
Evil.
Okay, so we got like I'm still like you have to watch. That's one of the ones you have to watch just to get the lore, right?
Yeah, it's a lore episode. Yeah, that's
Yes.
the thing.
Like just
It's
like
not
with
one you can watch
just
for
like with the
enjoyment.
Naked Now. Just like with the Naked Now, all you need to do is like, okay,
Yeah.
here's the original series episode where that happened. Here's the Star Trek: The Next Generation version. Okay, here's Data and Yar fucking. Okay, we don't need to watch the rest of the episode. You just needed to know that happened. We'll move on.
What did I miss?
This guy
Oh,
said point. This guy said
This guy said that. Yeah, he had at Farpoint a good episode because it introduces communism, which is a work. No, I'm joking.
He thinks the first episode is great.
Man, do you guys remember when they showed Will could read Deanna's mind and they never used that ever again?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you also like the fact that I think I can see 2 blokes in skirts as well in this one screenshot?
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, that's odd.
Mm.
But
Gene
you
was,
can make arguments for Farpoint Station for
this
that double episode. They put a lot of work. They put a lot of effort into it.
This dude's just nude over here. I don't know what's happening there.
He walked into the wrong set.
He thought it was a porno. Like, oh, Star Trek. Okay, I'm leaving.
Farpoint. It does a good job of establishing the character dynamics as well as showing what the new Enterprise can do. The main cast of characters have all become icons in science fiction and pop culture. Data is a fan favorite for good reason. Brent Spiner's performance is always a highlight. Partly inspired by Stan Laurel, the character is one of the most enjoyable, relatable, funny, heartwarming, heartbreaking, wise, smart, naive, childlike, all at the same time. It's a fantastic performance.
Wait. What? Data is relatable to normal people?
Yeah.
Data is very.
Well, I mean, he's relatable to Flint because Flint's a robot.
Data is very relatable to autists. I mean that a lot of autists have loved TNG because of Data. and the science fiction stuff. But because Data is this, he's the odd one out who's trying to figure out how these humans with the human interaction stuff work, and while being overly logical, because he's a robot, and that makes him relatable to autists in regards to how they go through life. For them, everything is puzzling and confusing. But I can't imagine Data being relatable to normal people.
Data is relatable.
What did I miss, by the way?
Well. Like he even built some parts of his daughter into himself.
What have I missed? My food arrived, by the way. 20 minutes early. So I'm like, yay!
You said Data is relatable to everyone. Something like that.
Data is related to everyone. Well, maybe Flint, but not.
I find that very weird.
Yeah,
that's not. Data's not. Yeah.
It sounds like saying Wesley Crusher is relatable to everyone.
No.
There's probably someone. There's probably someone like Gene Roddenberry, but everyone.
Oh yeah, Gene, because Wesley Crusher. I was about to call him Will Wheaton, but Wesley Crusher is literally Gene Roddenberry's insert. But I'm sure Gene Roddenberry also wanted to insert into Will Wheaton as well.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, starring Will Wheaton as Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I hate that character. My mum really likes Wesley Crusher as a character, and hence that's how you know it's a bad fucking character, because my mum's a fucking idiot.
If you listen to have you seen the documentary stuff about the interviews with the actors about TNG?
I always skipped Will Wheaton's bits.
Yeah, so did I.
I watched them all. Some were really cringe, like the actress of Troy. She goes through phases. She goes through phases in how she dresses and does her makeup, and in part she looks like a drug addicted sex worker.
Based.
And with absolutely no taste for anything. It's unbelievable.
And then she puts some makeup on, and what does she look like then?
Worse. And later on in the 2000s, she seems to go through some esoteric hippie phase, and then she starts to look like a human.
No, she's insane though. She's absolutely insane on Twitter. I bet she always was insane. Just watch those interviews. She's completely delusional. Yeah, no, she was saying I think Texas deserved all the crap they got because they voted Republican.
Yeah, okay, she's dumb and evil.
Oh, she's the absolute definition.
But I believe she was the one person in that whole show, maybe Riker as well, but Troy was the one person who did not act. She was playing herself.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Watch the interviews with her. There's no difference between Troy and her.
Hold on. Well, she can read minds as well and do fuck all. Oh my god, she's a danger.
Maybe she believes that. I don't know. But Will Wheaton, he tells that, and the other actors describe it as well, that Will could always go to Gene Roddenberry and sit in his office and talk with him like it was an extra.
Okay.
It was like an artificial familial relationship there, and yeah,
he always sits on the good old Gene.
Yeah, but that's because Wheaton playing Wesley was the Mary Sue projection special character for Gene, so he had special fondness for him.
Isn't it like how many times does Will Wheaton stay? Will Wheaton? Well, how many times does Wesley Crusher save the Enterprise in season 1? It's got to be in like double digits.
Gene Donovan,
Roddenberry. But it's also in season 1 that they already say "Shut up, Wesley." That's already in season 1.
Yeah, but he says "Shut up, Wesley," but Wesley's still right about what. Oh yeah, that's a shit episode. I hate that episode.
Okay, so back to Worf.
Worf's makeup was so bad.
Also has a huge following. I'm personally not that much into Klingons, but I can see why someone like Worf has such a legacy. For one thing,
I mean, yeah,
okay.
I'm not into Klingons. Okay.
What is the kind of Klingon?
We didn't ask for your sexual preference, guy.
It's just like one of those things. It's like weird flex, bro, but okay.
Hey guys, look at this klingophobe over here.
I think Worf is unintentionally complex and weird for Klingon because he's not. Yeah, he is Klingon, but he's not.
He's not 100% Klingon.
He's not
as in, like, he was raised by.
Yeah. Well, and he's a try-hard Klingon. Like if you see the other actors playing Klingons, they all feel natural doing the Klingon stuff, and Worf is always the stiff guy who, the Klingon stuff I read in books command that I now do this action, and it's a bit hilarious in a way.
That's why like the whole intrigue and whatnot with the Duras family blindsided him because he's got textbook knowledge of what Klingon culture is like, but without actually having ever experienced it.
Yeah. I wonder if because that was at least not explained in the extra stuff I saw, whether that was intentionally written that way, or whether it just happened to be pulled off that way, because it fits his backstory perfectly. How much he's stumbling around with being Klingon.
Yeah. I like Worf. Worf's okay. He can be a nice
crew member.
Also, he's always right as well.
Yeah.
Can you say something?
If you have him on
he's always right.
Yeah, if you have him backing you up, you don't need to worry about anything.
Yeah, but every single time. But every single time he's
always like, let's go to yellow alert. Let's raise shields. Let's arm photon torpedoes. Like it's always let's not do that. And then immediately, the situation turns into a situation.
Every idea he puts forward is the correct way to go.
# Worf was right.
Yeah.
Something so inherently Star Trek, turning a long-time enemy into a heroic character was a stroke of genius. He's consistently shown both as a complete Klingon warrior badass, but also the butt of many, many jokes. Geordi LaForge is a welcome addition as chief engineer, with LeVar Burton providing an earnest, optimistic performance. Gates McFadden is good as Dr. Crusher, although
I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it for
Geordi.
That's it.
Anyway, that blind black guy. Anyway,
he
was good, wasn't he?
They didn't work entire paragraphs, but Geordi gets like a sentence. Okay.
Geordi gets 2 words. Like, okay. On to the redhead.
He was excited. He was excitable, and anyway, Dr. Crusher is a woman, so that's good. That's nice.
Like Dr. Crusher was the beginning of the redhead fetish for me.
You know what? I believe you.
Yeah.
We also have to mention Wesley Crusher. The fan reaction of Wesley Crusher is probably
what? No, what?
Ooh, no!
Wow, they literally went this.
I made completely sidestep.
Yeah, I made a joke. I made a joke. I literally just made a joke. Beverly Crusher's a woman. Anyway, he's literally gone Beverly Crusher. Anyway, Will. I was like, wow, come on.
We also have Gates McFadden is good as Dr. Crusher. Although if we're going to talk Crushers, we also have to mention.
That's it. There's nothing else.
She's good. Literally, she's good. Like, fucking what?
She's good. It's like, well done, mate. Well fucking done.
She exists. Riker, he's in the show.
And then there's Bart.
Wow.
Okay, moving on.
Picard, he's the captain, I guess.
I guess.
He's bald.
Picard's a bloke.
Picard's bald.
He's French.
Moving on.
Moving on to Wesley, since that's who you're all here for. Literally, 1,000 teeth gritting, just going, wonderful.
Anyway,
what a great fucking segue. Here's Will.
Tasha, she fucking
Will Crusher. Will Crusher.
I mean, he's just as fucking annoying as in real life, so there's pretty much no distinction.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight, Will Crusher or Wesley fucking Crusher?
Wesley Wheaton.
Will Crusher.
Wesley Wheaton versus Will Crusher.
MMA fight of the century.
It's like
Will.
Wesley Wheaton.
My thing is, okay, we're here with Wesley Crusher, a character everybody hates, and then immediately cut to Big Bang Theory, a show that everybody
Wesley
hates.
Crusher is probably the only funny joke in Big Bang Theory.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Mainly because of how accurate it is. Wesley was mainly written as a boy wonder, someone who was intelligent beyond their years and often saved the entire show.
Turn the music down.
That's what's so fucking annoying.
Like, what?
About it.
Why did they do this?
Also, I love how Riker is trying his damnedest to ignore Wesley here, and Wesley's just not picking up the hint.
Wesley looks like he's
also
literally going into
or was that just the acting of everyone?
Well, no, I think it's more the fact that Jonathan Frakes doesn't really talk to anyone less than 6 foot.
He's speaking directly into his fucking combat.
Yeah.
That's the microphone.
That's the microphone. Oh no. We've really gone from single words to characters to Wesley Crusher. Anyway, here's the next 10 minutes of this video. It's like, oh, cool.
Years and often saved the entire ship and crew. And that's what's so fucking annoying about him. Wesley wasn't given any depth because he was just too perfect. A wide-eyed teenager who adults just didn't understand. However, as the show went on, Wesley did get better and his character evolved.
Yeah, he got better in that he was not on the show less.
Yeah.
Was he even on the last 2 seasons?
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, he runs off with that weird pedophile guy.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Native Americans.
Yeah, with a Native American planet. Because that fucking happened.
Over time. He wasn't infallible.
Also, yeah, the Native American planet kind of fucks up Star Trek Insurrection. Because they'll fucking move the Native Americans to assist the Cardassians, but hey, here's an entire planet inside our territory that grants us immortality, but there's 1,000 people here. Fuck it. We're in the middle of a war with the founders.
The Dominion.
But fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Whatever. We can't put our war wounded on this planet and have them heal in a week. What?
I love how the TNG movies just brush aside the Dominion War. There's nothing really happening. It's the Enterprise wouldn't be on the fucking front lines.
The Enterprise E is not on the front lines of the Dominion War. Okay.
Yeah, the literal most badass ship that can literally just rip through anything. Now it's fine.
It would just blow up. The Dominion would just ram a bunch of ships into it.
Probably.
They couldn't. Yeah, but it wouldn't work. If that ship was designed, that ship's designed to fight the Borg, and it's that's what the Defiant was designed to do as well. And the Defiant rips the shit out of the Dominion. So.
It's literally just the Defiant is Captain Sisko's middle finger, right, with some guns and an engine glued to it.
Yeah. while the Enterprise E is Captain Picard's speech with guns and an engine attached to it.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for Enterprise H.
The Enterprise to end all.
They'll never need another one after
mistakes and eventually became part of an interesting sci-fi story arc. Then there's Counselor Deanna Troi. And I'm sorry to any Troi fans, but I just...
Are there Troi fans?
Yes, you.
Point me to the Deanna.
Yes, you. Keith. Yeah, we can see you, Keith.
I've been in...
That one Deanna Troi fan.
When I was a very, very young wisp, I was in a... we had a federal Star Trek role-playing association in Germany.
Oh.
We did... And we once in a while did offline meetings for fun, and they're getting to know all the other role players. It was done by writing log entries, and you had a minimum of 500 words, and then you submit that, and that progresses the story that we were all playing, and. So once a year, we had this big meeting, and there were people even from other German-speaking countries coming.
Germanic countries. Oh well.
Yeah, I don't know what to call this in English, for fuck's sake. And
that's
and nobody Nobody has ever taken Deanna Troi seriously. She's the laughingstock of everything and everyone.
Based?
Yeah.
I think I found the Enterprise H.
What?
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is
this? Is this a 40K hybrid?
No, I don't fucking know. I think it's
that's not. I know we did the Enterprise G recently.
Like the Enterprise
on the Star
cruise
Trek
ship
Online.
yeah.
It's like it looks like the ship from the Fifth Element.
Why is it purple?
Why not?
Purple is evil. You make evil ships.
It's bisexual. Whoa, purple's not evil.
The Covenant got a hold of.
No, why do you think the Dominion ships were made purple? And the Klingons are green. It's eerie colors. Eerie colors. The evil factions get eerie colors.
Why do you think the Enterprise is purple? Belt.
To be brutally honest, I had nothing else to give in that conversation. I really was like,
It's just the Chad Belch.
The Virgin given actual answers. The Chad Belch.
Yeah. I do apologize. I don't know.
Deanna Troi. And I'm sorry to any Troi fans, but I just do not like this character. Marina sort of does what she can with the character, but honestly, she
does she though?
Does she?
Watch
the interviews.
Yeah,
Watch
I know.
The fucking interviews. She didn't do anything with the character. This is just her.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I would probably, if I was on the Enterprise, I would screw.
Does anyone know anything else she starred in?
Star Trek Picard.
No, I mean something that is not Deanna Troi.
I know she was on a Best of the Worst episode.
She was a rape victim in one of the Death Wish movies.
Yeah. Death Wish 5. Like they covered it on Best of the Worst.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Did she play herself?
Yes.
Well, being raped, yes. Most likely.
She got played. She got played, but you know.
But
also, why are her arms so long?
Because her hands are really far away from her shoulders.
Fucking
it's
monkey,
the angle.
Fucking monkey Deanna Troi over here.
Reject telepathy, become monkey.
Monkey, yeah, fucking. Flint, you just beat me to it as well.
Monkey. The idea is that she's empathic, right? She can sense strong emotions in others. This gives the captain an edge over potential enemies who may be deceiving him.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
This is the biggest joke of the whole show, that everyone else can figure out the aliens at the same time as Troi does with her magic powers.
Also, this face.
I always make a joke about like when Picard gets kidnapped by the Borg. She goes, "I think the Borg are hostile to us." It's like, oh yeah, cheers, thanks for that.
Thanks.
Could have said that 20 minutes ago.
But now we know is never used in any interesting way.
Sense considerable deception.
Oh, really, Diana? The Romulans? The people who we've been locked into a Cold War with for the past 300 years?
And whose main trait is manipulation?
Oh, hey, it's the guy that played...
It's not 300 years. Anyway, so, okay.
This dude played Shao Kahn in the second Mortal Kombat movie back in the 90s.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Oh.
Yep.
Maybe lying to us?
I want to binge watch those at some point.
Oh, they're terrible.
Is it the guy
we absolutely should.
Glorious.
Yes.
No.
I know. I remember seeing them seeing the end of the first one as a kid, and I remember I hated it.
Yep, you probably will. But also, the Street Fighter movie is terrible. The Street Fighter.
But it produced like Street Fighter the movie, the video game.
Yes.
You've heard of
Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter the movie, the video game though.
Okay.
Yeah, but no one. Did anyone watch the movie adaptation of that video game adaptation of the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, I seen that one. And did you know they actually made a game of that movie that was based on
a spiral? It's just a spiral of movie.
Did you know they made a TV show off the video game, off the movie, off the game, off the movie, off the game?
Oh God.
Flint, you ruined the joke. You ruined the joke. You are literally the Wheaton Crusher
provides counsel for other characters, being a counselor. I guess she's 100 years, maybe lying to us. You don't say. I guess she's also supposed to be useful in that she provides counsel for other characters, being a counselor and all. But for me, this job is done way better by Whoopi Goldberg as Guinan.
Yeah,
Guinan is an awesome recurring character, wise,
real
and likable. But with
she's a great character that was ultimately ruined by Star Trek Generations. Yeah. Like, thanks, Malcolm.
Didn't they use this character because Troy was not really doing her job?
Yes, yeah. Also, can I just remind people?
Guinan has real empathy. Troy only is mind reading.
Yeah, but I just like to point out that he's doing all this about Troy, Wheaton Crusher, or whatever you want to call him. I don't care. And Guinan, and literally his line was, Beverly Crusher was all right.
Bro, like nothing about her relationship to Picard or anything. Like...
Yeah, nothing at all about how she's a single mum on a ship. Her husband's died. She's all this sort of stuff.
We're halfway through the show. We're halfway through this video, and the only episode he's mentioned is Encounter at Farpoint.
It's a good episode. Why? Well, it's the first one.
Because
it needs a bit more of that, Bucko. Gonna need a bit more. Come on.
TV show.
So far, I'd say this is not a review. This is just reminiscing a bit of nostalgia and then giving an opinion of whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
This is just shitting on. This is just shitting on Will crushing Wheater, and that's it. There's nothing more.
This is a show that had like 6 or 7 seasons of like 30 episodes a season.
Like 133.5 hours of content from just this show.
6 minutes, 20-second review.
Yeah. There's 177 episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation.
You can watch that for half a year if you watch only one episode a day.
Mm-hmm. And that's not even.
Most of this
including like a couple of like crossovers.
You can shave some of that time off by not watching most of the first 2 seasons.
Nah. First Officer Commander Riker is played well by Jonathan Frakes. He's pretty much a send-up to what Kirk came to be known for.
Why?
The action guy. Always on...
Why is the music?
He's doing the chair.
Yeah, but why is the music just like shot up? Why was it really quiet? For the 3 characters that he didn't like,
came to be known for. Yeah,
and then like for the characters like, I really like this character. Really good.
Yeah. Then the characters that people actually like, he's like that. The
action guy. Always.
It's about to happen slow mo.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Riker's just a smile in a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Wisp. Did you not?
Riker's a lot of things in that uniform.
We have to watch. Okay.
We have to go back.
Wisp didn't get it. Watch. There we go.
I commented on that before.
Perfect.
Let the panties hit the floor. Let the panties hit the floor.
Doors and making out with a variety of alien women. Frakes sells this.
But wait, no.
That's not. But that's he
didn't make out with those. He rejected those.
I know
because they were from Q, which was kind of dumb. But,
Oh, it was he was making a point. Sometimes as a man, you have to make a point first.
And then Worf just took him until Worf's like, all right, fuck it.
Sells this very well, and the character, much like Kirk,
I have a vagina on my forehead. I ain't getting much with it.
I hope that's not what Klingon vaginas look like. I don't know. I can't hear him over the fucking music.
Just go back 5 minutes.
always on the awake.
Come back 5 minutes.
Playing punches on jaws and making out with a variety of alien women. Frakes sells this very well, and the character, much like Kirk, has some real depth to him. There's many episodes where he's forced to drop the usual persona.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riker's got depth, yeah.
Please remind me of what?
One thing is his acceptance of Worf and Deanna's relationship.
Yeah.
In season 7.
His maturity. He's an excellent strategist.
Mm-hmm.
Combat. He got in good terms with his clone.
Yeah, but he also learns to be not like because he always wants to be a captain, but then he realizes that he's actually happy being first officer of the flagship.
That part is a thing. But his accidental clone guy, what was it? Tim Riker.
Tom.
Yeah, he that character seemed like much more of a fleshed out character than Riker himself.
Yeah, but Tom Morse becomes like a fucking raging lunatic in like Deep Space Nine. So
that is true.
He's joining the Maquis.
That is true, but
because the Maquis idiots.
Mm-hmm. But I think the only Star Trek character more flat than Riker is Chakotay.
No, there's a lot more. There's a lot more flat character than Riker.
The Riker's a fine Native American.
Yeah, but Riker's a fine character.
What I miss?
It's.
We're yelling
it's
at
just
Wiz
the fact
for
that
not acknowledging William Riker.
Yeah.
Understood.
He gets forgotten. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He gets forgotten by the writers. He's an interesting character. He just gets forgotten.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And that's the problem. There's a lot to grow. Because him and what is it? Is it Ro? Her name is Ro.
Yeah, we'll learn.
Yeah, they have a good relationship in season 7 as well.
Yeah,
which obviously gets. Does Ro go to join the Maquis as well?
As a double agent, I believe.
Wasn't she originally from the Maquis?
No, she's just a Bajoran.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, the problem of TNG is that it isn't allowed much development of anything, and that prevents character growth and character depth to explore. Because every time you add something, you would change the serialization of the show. If that is the right word.
No. The thing is, at the start, the first 2 seasons with Gene Roddenberry running it, it was like that. But afterwards, that's why we get like things like Best of Both Worlds, and then the episode right after the 2-parter is they talk about what happened in the last episode with Picard and his brother.
Yeah.
So there is character growth.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Mm-hmm. But
it's always very, very cautious, very careful in adding new things. It's not.
It is still there.
Yeah.
There's very few episodes where it does a good job of being episodic, but also having some sort of like continuity. As in, it's not like a Family Guy episode. It's not like a Family Guy or Simpsons where everything's forgotten by the end of the episode. With Star Trek Next Generation, it's like, we know what happened. Like, this happened 6 months ago, or with this episode, and this happened with here, and like they bring up older episodes and stuff. So,
yeah, and that's something that Voyager
Data has a damn clock. Data has a damn clock in him that tells him the last time he had sex. So that's a thing.
Very.
They have. Yeah.
Anyway.
Very, very
more heartfelt and interesting. But without doubt, the Next Generation belongs to one man and one man alone.
Reginald Barclay. Oh.
Yeah.
Sir Patrick Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Captain Picard is my favorite Star Trek captain and one of my favorite fiction.
No.
Indeed.
Oof, no.
No, I like Picard.
Benjamin Sisko.
No, I enjoy Benjamin Sisko, but I'd want Picard as my captain.
Nah.
But I'd want Sisko on the ship next to me.
Listen, if I'm going to be on the ship, it's going to be the one with the guy that can punch God. All right.
Yeah, no. I would have Picard as my captain. But I'd be like, yeah, Sisko's got to be somewhere in that fleet. He's if he's in that fleet, yeah, he's the wingman. He's the guy who will, if things get tough, just send him in. But I'd rather work under Picard.
I would go with Kirk, but I guess Picard is okay.
Yeah, you don't know. The only reason you go for Picard, Mark, is because you think you could get like sloppy seconds from his conquests.
His conquests.
Conquest.
Oh dear.
Original characters of all time.
Those green Orient babes are going to.
That was a good.
A captain with unshakable moral integrity. He truly believes in Starfleet's mission statement and will defend his
And then Star Trek Picard happened.
ship and uniform with every breath he has.
Star Trek Insurrection
Yet,
also.
At the same time, he'd throw it all away for any one of his crewmates. Cold and commanding, but also warm.
Why are you turning the music down?
Why is the music getting louder?
Why?
God damn.
Because it's about Star Trek: The Next Generation, so I gotta put music that is Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Okay.
Yeah, but
This is a great artistic choice and makes it look amazing. It's not how it works.
But also, this music's not from Next Generation; it's from the movies.
Yes.
As in, like the first 6 movies.
Yeah.
And I love it when people
Specifically,
don't know.
I think it's from Wrath of Khan.
I love when people don't know what audio balancing is.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
A lot of people also don't know what the fucking TNG soundtrack is as well.
That's true.
Supposedly. Since you can just look that up and
mistakes are okay for your first videos when you still have to figure the software out and don't know where the fucking buttons are and what they do.
I think it's the motion picture soundtrack.
But like, shouldn't you listen?
Probably.
Watch the video.
Yeah, but maybe eventually gets tired of re-rendering the shit or something. I don't know.
Well, it's just 6 minutes for fuck. Come
know.
on.
You can't watch a 6-minute. You can't watch a 6-minute video that's like check your audio balance. Come on now.
I don't know. I don't know.
Meanwhile, some guy makes like 3-hour-long videos.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want caffeine.
Belgrade T reads Shakespeare, loves archaeology, yet he also swears like a champion in Klingon and is a dab hand himself in fist fights, dagger duels, and physical fights.
But that's
an unshakable.
Yeah, that was also. We see him as an old man, but he's a young man. Yeah. So as an old man, he's pretty. He got beat up by Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah, he doesn't beat up Malcolm McDowell.
Yeah, he needed fat old Captain Kirk.
He needed 75-year-old Captain Kirk to beat him up. Yeah.
No. He needed 75-year-old William Shatner because it wasn't Kirk at that point. It was literally William Shatner.
I'm still confused as to how that whole thing works. Like, okay, Malcolm McDowell's in the ribbon. It's over. He's done. But you guys can just get him out of the ribbon. You can make him get
like
out
Dragon
of the ribbon.
Ball Z.
You can make him go out of the ribbon and go back in time and back onto the planet against his will. What?
You could literally go back onto the Enterprise before you say I'll go down to the planet and tell Riker, keep the shields up, don't let Jordy near anything whatsoever. Keep that bloke as far away as possible. Also tell everybody that Malcolm McDowell will shoot this at this time.
Tell Troy not to aim 95% of the ship's weapons away from the guys that are shooting us.
Oh my god, yeah! Oh god! Oh, Deanna, take us out of orbit. Okay, no, we could literally just go up. You don't have to turn the whole ship around. No, oh god! Don't put on nacelles towards their guns.
Yeah, that's kind of the quick way to get us.
Oh my god! Why would you do that?
It's a very fact a fucking therapist should ever take control of a ship over anyone else. This is retarded.
Deanna, take the helm. No, Brian, the guy next to the seat take the helm. You're a qualified driver.
Or Riker Riker, the best pilot in Starfleet, take the helm of the ship.
Literally.
Also, can I just say something? They only shoot once in that film. They only shoot phasers once. I'd be like, no, pound the shit out of that fucking bird of prey. It's 20 years old. Shoot everything we've got at it.
But also, remember how quick Data could fluctuate through phaser arcs against the Borg? Why don't we do that with our shields?
Also, how about we raise our shields more?
Yeah. Also, just turn the shield.
Or change the frequency of our shields.
Yeah, like
what do you know? They found a way to penetrate our shields.
It's like 203.1. All you need to do is change to 203.2, and your shields are up.
Yeah.
Hit a button. Hit the up button next to the shield frequency panel.
Do anything, just not sit there getting the shit pounded out of you.
And then turning all of your weapons away the second you can move. Like, no.
How did Troy get her high rank again? Is it just because she's a medical officer or something?
She's got red knees.
No, she took a commander training annex, and then she became a full-fledged commander before Data, mind you.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. And also before Worf as well. Because Worf got his promotion in Generations, and it's like, cool.
She has no real military training. This can only be some kind of medical science.
Wisp, you don't understand. She ordered a hologram of Geordi LaForge to go into a tube, and that makes her a commander.
Yeah, but the whole commanding moment stuff happened before that.
Wisp, she killed a black man. That's enough for Starfleet.
Yeah, she killed a hologram of a black. She didn't actually do it, like, bruh.
Okay, I'm maybe I'm missing something. Did she get another commanding episode after that?
No.
Okay, then my point is, how did she get to the rank that she had?
She sent a hologram of her black friend.
That happened after. That happened after she messed up.
No. To his death, and Starfleet's like, God, she can kill, black people. They're like, that's commander material.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's literally it.
That's an accurate representation of the modern day.
It really is. She's willing to send her friends into death. That's what it takes to be a Starfleet officer.
Yep.
Because sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, but she still has absolutely no military training, no strategic training.
I am not saying it's good. You just told me to explain what happened. I can't do more than explain what was on the screen. I didn't write the episode.
My question is simply, in the episode, that was before this moment. That was before her stupid holodeck training. How did she get that rank in the first place?
Oh, the lieutenant commander. That's just what you get when you're a counselor.
That's what you get when you
just get that.
Yeah, exactly. No. That's what I thought. That's insane.
It means nothing. It means nothing. No,
then that is not ceremonial. Then that is a ceremonial rank, and the ceremonial rank cannot outrank an actual anyone.
Yeah, but she doesn't. Who does she outrank on the ship? She gives no orders to
Miles
anybody.
O'Brien.
She doesn't. Everyone outranks him. He's literally the lowest man on the ship.
Brian's
outranks him.
Brian's in charge of the chicken soup machine.
Yeah. No, but she gives no orders to anybody until after she does that commander episode, where she becomes an actual proper commander. Afterwards, she actually just starts giving orders, which is stupid because, like you say, there's no reason.
I think it's insane to allow the ceremonial rank to take the commander test in the first place.
Yeah.
Wisp, I don't run Starfleet. I can't tell you what
I'm not accusing you that you are.
Wisp, here's the thing. Another
command. Is that red uniform going to your head or something?
Yes, it is.
All right, All right, let's make a compromise here. We'll build a time machine, go back in time, and we'll redirect this.
Hey, listen! I'm not taking shit from the ship's doctor. I'm second in command here.
Look, just imagine. Okay, we're all gonna go back in time. I'm gonna fucking put Gene Roddenberry in a headlock, and then I'll just wear his clothes in a wig.
Lieutenant Bears. It's clear that the doctor is going a bit loopy. Put her in the brig.
Yes, sir.
Oh no! but yeah, at the end of the day,
I declare the commander to be unfit for command at this point due to medical reasons.
What happened to
badass, but with the true heart of gold. As far as I'm concerned, Patrick Stewart deserves all of the awards for this performance.
What, Flynn?
Yeah.
I was say I like how Mark's the captain and he hasn't given a single order or anything at all.
Mark's just delegating.
No, Mark just sits there thinking of his next Shakespearean speech to say to the flobbing Bliggendons.
We should do anything because that would go against the Prime Directive.
He goes to the replicator. Hungarian pizza roll, hot.
He just gets a plate of paprika. Yes.
Raw, smooth.
It's all that potatoes, potatoey.
We'd fucking crash a ship if we were in charge of it. Let's be real.
Oh god, yeah.
We couldn't do any worse.
Flint,
we couldn't do any worse.
Flint, you were driving. Flint's our driver, remember?
Well, no, Cedar was driving because she's Troy. So.
Oh god, we've seen how Cedar can drive in Cyberpunk 2077. She should not be in charge of the con at all.
I've seen how Cedar walks in Cyberpunk 2077. She didn't really like to anything.
It really do be like
even awards that aren't acting related. Just give him like best visual effects for some reason. He just deserves it, you know.
Best visual effects really for being bald. Huh?
Yeah, it's because he's able to make
shaved his head for the show.
It's like okay, shiny. He was the only professional actor on the show. Yeah, he's better than the rest. Yes, because he's an actually Shakespearean trained actor.
He wanted to escape from the show better. So much in the beginning.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then he just made it a hell of a lot better. What? Everyone wanted to escape from the show at the beginning, to be brutally honest.
I mean, Patrick Stewart was also a Shakespearean actor.
Yeah, I know he was. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
he is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Riker.
No. No, Patrick Stewart is a really big Shakespearean actor.
Wait, Riker was a Shakespearean actor? It's false. It never happened. It's not true.
That
this one was written by a writer.
Jonathan Frakes, to be honest with you, Jonathan Frakes isn't a bad actor.
He's a bad director, though.
Yeah, true.
His opinions shouldn't matter.
When people want Star Trek to be an action movie, fuck off.
Fuck you, Jonathan Frakes. You
hey, but Bears, it made money. So people did at that point want it to be like that.
Oh,
it made money, so it must be right.
Yeah.
Oh, that logic. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it made money.
Fuck off.
You know, no.
It seems we are at an impasse.
Fuck off. No. Checkmate. Checkmate, bigot.
Recurring characters here and there. Transporter Chief O'Brien was so well liked he became a mainstay on another spin-off. And of course we have Reginald Barclay. The bumbling, insecure, constantly late and...
Yeah.
DS9 is not a spin-off.
That little spin-off.
That little spin-off called the next fucking Star Trek series. Okay.
Above all jokes, Barclay. Every episode with this character as the focus is a treat. Dwight Schultz's performance really knocks it out of the park. What could have been a cartoonish buffoon evolved over the show to be one of the more complex.
Why we were still on that scene for a long time with that staring face with the lights flashing. I'm like, We can move on from this, you know.
How many episodes this guy was in? Like, cause I remember this one.
It's like 4.
4, yeah.
Yes.
He's left. He's left.
Did I actually just get that right?
I think so.
Bro, there's no way that I just got that right. That was a guess.
You had the transporter episode.
Where people got turned into worms inside the transporter beam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he had
the Deus Ex Machina.
Mm-hmm.
Hollow Pursuits is the one that everyone always remembers.
Yeah. What was the fourth one?
Then there's this one. Is it not?
He was in the.
Is it
I think he was in the Robin Hood episode.
Yeah. Oh, he's also in that one where they get turned to animals. He gets turned to a spider, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, but that was only a minor thing. And I found that episode
but he's still there.
Because the Klingons apparently were some kind of scorpion insect race before.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That like to rape and shoot acid people. Cool. Brutal.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but nonsensical episode.
I'm back. What happened now?
We're talking about the de-evolving episode.
Oh, that one.
The one where Riker turns into a caveman that flips through the bird, and Worf becomes like a fucking
Bunga bunga.
Yeah, fucking gorilla.
Yeah, Worf becomes a fucking Lovecraft.
Yeah, and
a gorilla horse.
Yeah,
I think acid or some shit.
I think that one was written or directed by Crusher.
Oh,
which one? Wheaton or Beverly.
Beverly.
The monkey episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I would have loved for Data to have de-evolved into like a rotary telephone.
No, just a calculator. That's it.
Data becomes a TI-82 in a fucking suit.
They were really proud of that episode in regards to craftsmanship, but I found the writing horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still better than the evolution episode in Voyager, where you become a lizard.
It didn't happen.
You literally just become.
It didn't happen.
Voyager
is one of the.
You go to warp
and what is worse about that one is that it's the we discover transwarp now, and a couple episodes later, transwarp functions completely differently.
Yeah, like for some reason, because
piss me off.
I love how somehow like Warp 10 makes you occupy every single point in the universe at once, but then he ends up right where he was at the beginning.
Yeah, and that's not.
And then he becomes a lizard.
Yeah, the problem is it's not every point in the galaxy. No, that would be bad enough. Every point in the fucking universe.
Yeah,
we haven't even left the galaxy yet. You'd be lost forever.
Or you'll end up exactly where you were at the beginning, one of the two.
Yeah. However, that's possible. That's the all these galaxies are moving around all the time. How would you determine where you've been?
Where you came from? Where did you go?
Yeah, because the galaxy where you came from is now in a completely different place relative to where you've gone.
Yeah, what if you go somewhere you've been to before, but there's a fucking star and you fucking die? Like,
maybe that's what turned him into a lizard.
That wasn't science fiction anymore. That was just fantasy.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Voyager is best left floating towards a star.
Yeah,
I think Voyager is the show with the most wasted potential.
Voyager is D.
No. Voyager is not D. Voyager is like T.
Voyager could have been the Star Trek show with continuous evolving plot and changing characters as they go through this immense journey where they are on their own. And instead they do serialization bullshit where at the end of an episode everything is as it started out and no episode really has consequence.
No, that's not true. Harry Kim dies repeatedly.
Yeah. Do you listen to yourself? Repeatedly. He's back alive.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Yeah. But it's an Asian dying, so
stay the fuck dead.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
Wow.
Those bastards.
Oh my god, they killed Kimmy. It's bastards. They killed Harry Kim.
Did he get laid by the end of the track?
Well, probably. Laid to rest? Probably, yeah.
I mean, he got tentacle raped by the 8472 monsters, so that works, I guess.
So yes, he did get laid. Yeah.
Got laid to rest.
What could have been a cartoonish buffoon evolved over the show to be one of the more complex and relatable characters. Really great stuff. The first 2 seasons are kind of hit and miss, but there are some really classic episodes.
Press pause. We are at 4:53, and he's now getting on to the seasons, and he's now done the first 2 in the hit and miss.
1 minute is enough to describe those, you know.
You can describe what's wrong with him.
Still, he has a lot more seasons to go.
Yeah, no, we've got 1 minute 37 seconds
to cover
go through 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
I don't know, like the beginning of the second season was kind of like, but the rest was like okay. Like the third season is where it really starts.
Season 2 grew into itself, and that's yeah. And it's like we know where we are now. It's like so season 3 can like boom. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Anyway,
Gone Before is a favorite of mine. Where Silence Has Lease works as a straight-up horror episode, it still creeps me out to this day. There's also the episode Conspiracy, which is simply batshit insane. It's a real guilty pleasure of mine.
It's terrible.
But the show really shoots up in quality when...
I do love in that episode, like the old man had the worm in him that gave him super strength, and nobody thought to call Data. Nobody thought to call the robot man that can whoop Klingons.
Well, but they're like, we'll send Worf. It's like Worf got beaten. Well, I guess we're out of options now.
We don't have any strong guys on the ship.
Data's like, what am I, scrap metal?
Shut the fuck up!
When the Borg get introduced. The pleasure of mine. But the show really shoots up in quality when the Borg get introduced. One of the best enemies in all of Star Trek.
Was it season 1? Which one is it? Is it season 2 when they first get introduced?
Season 2, it's end of season 1, the Romulans mention.
Yeah, I mean, but when
Deja
Q sends him to the other.
Yeah,
Deja Q is when the ball. Yeah, so now he's showing the scene from Best of Both Worlds where Picard goes, "We've engaged the Borg."
Yes.
Deja Q. I've just been in this quadrant before. Tired of the streets, and I know it's time to go.
Shut up, Q.
War, we're gonna engage the war tonight.
Engage the Whopper button.
Push the warper button.
Fucking Captain Beverage.
Superman ruined.
We got Borg cubes. We got Borg cubes and Romulan fries. Woo!
Tell the crew to push
the warp button.
Tell LaForge to push the warper button.
Tell Diana Troy to push the warper button.
Damage report.
Captain Beverage. That is. Woo! I just want Don Beverage in a fucking Starfleet uniform just doing shit.
Not even Captain Jellicoe has anything to on him.
Great two-parters.
So he rings up Jellicoe and goes, "I got some problems." And then he rings Superman.
The captain of the USS Showboat.
See, we could write a better Star Trek show than what they have nowadays.
I'll take Captain Beverage over Star Trek Picard any day.
Captain Beverage on the USS Showboat.
The USS Whopper.
Oh.
But these are the voyages of the USS Showboat. Our continuing mission to find bagels. Woo!
And to push Whopper buttons.
Like no man has pushed before.
Oh.
Captain, we cannot anger Mr. Beverage.
So it's more wacky sci-fi. Numerous great two-parters, Romulan War conspiracy episodes, more wacky sci-fi. Really good stuff. Consistently reliable and entertaining. It also serves as a super jumping-on point for non-Trek fans. A great show with a great legacy. My favorite episodes.
Wait, hold on, stop. So you went the first 2 seasons are bad, and then you've skipped everything about the series.
And then it's a great jumping-on point.
Great entry. Best episode is Farpoint.
he's literally just gonna say the best episode is Best of Both Worlds, and I'm like,
wait, watch him say the best episode is the Packlids episode.
The best episode's that episode that's
the one where Picard was wearing tiny shorts on that pleasure planet. And
yes. But how about like the best entry to the series is the South Vampire episode from TOS?
Yeah.
Between best of both, a great show with a great legacy. My favorite episodes, it's either between Best of Both Worlds or All Good Things.
Wow! Really?
What?
Bruh.
What? What?
Right, there's still a minute. There's still a minute left. That's not a series review. That was. Anyway, I don't like Wesley Wheaton and Beverly Crusher was a woman.
Why is it so loud?
Imagine subscribing to this clown just to watch this shit.
That was not good.
What? Is this guy meant to be a clown? Because I ain't fucking.
Is it literally just credits?
Wow, clips of music from Star Trek: The Next. Really, I couldn't tell.
Really? Whoa. Fuck me sideways and call me Beryl. I would never have guessed it was music from Star Trek Next Generation.
What? 20 seconds of this video is just blank.
We could have watched True Stories best.
We could have watched Red Dwarf.
You could have watched literally anything else.
Well, we could have literally watched. We could have literally watched.
All right, so
My Black Stepdad Gangbangs Me or something. So you know, it could be a lot better.
That was the intro to this guy, and now here's the meat.
No, I don't want 40 minutes of this guy.
Is this the same guy?
No, sorry, I don't want 30 minutes and 40 seconds because he cuts out 20 seconds earlier.
Is this the same guy?
You're right.
Why?
You're right.
Why?
You're right.
Why is there Simpsons?
Holy shit! Did I fucking call that again? Oh my god! I'm calling this.
Patreon, bruh.
Maybe Hawke's a telepath.
Bro.
Star Trek, the original series, introduced the Klingons, and they looked like this. 13 years later, in Star Trek The Motion Picture, Klingons were shown again. This time, they looked like this.
Yeah, when they have a bigger budget, they can afford more things. They can afford to
it's crazy.
Yeah. To be more along the lines
crazy.
of the you imagined.
There's this crazy thing called economics. You may have heard of it.
Yeah, unless you're a student.
In Star Trek,
because when
you
communism,
like some interviews, like what kind of like set designs they originally had for the TOS that was undercut because of the budget. Like it's really crazy. There was like I think like the City at the Edge of like I don't know what's the actual episode. The one where they go back in time because Bones.
They went to the donut and then would send them back in time.
Supposedly they had the plan that they would have like Titans like guarding the gate of time, and it would have been all CG, not CG, but like special effects shit, and like it was entirely cut. Like, speaking time warp.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wait.
They look like
does canon really matter?
They look like this.
You're talking about makeup,
and now they look like that. But like this is a refining of the other one, just like the other one was refined with the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with it.
Like,
Yeah,
none of this has bearing on the story of Star Trek.
Yeah, you know the meme of like the blue button that says upgrade and you press it. That's basically what happened here.
Yeah.
The other thing is that they don't go away from the personality, so I'm fully fine with it.
upgrade. Star Trek Discovery, Kling Orcs. Fuck, go back.
Yes.
It's like going from 144p to 480p. Basically,
changed slightly again.
Then back down to 2p.
It mostly remained
pretty much.
In 1996, the writers of the Deep Space Nine episode Trials and Tribulations ran into a problem where Klingons who looked like this had to share a scene with Klingons who looked like this. Their solution?
We do not discuss it with outsiders.
And that's all we needed.
Yeah. Cool.
It could be like they fucked up, or this is like a subsection of Klingons that got genocided.
Isn't it? Yeah, no. It's a illness or something, isn't it? Is that what it is? It's a mutation that's happened.
Years after that, a 3-part episode in Star Trek Enterprise finally explained that the reason Klingons looked the way they do in the original series was due to a genetic virus which made them look more human. Put a pin in this, because we'll be coming back to it. These days, whenever someone brings up Star Trek on the internet, a huge chunk of the fan base seems to be utterly obsessed with canon, its importance, and
that's everything. For fuck's sake, not this argument again.
Canon matters. Why is it? Why do all these smooth-brained fucking faggots, right, just want make believe everything? As in, like, because they just want. Is it just because like their little brains can't comprehend that they might have to like remember stuff?
Imagine you're reading a book, a fantasy,
and every sentence, but you're reading a book, and every sentence contradicts the last sentence.
Yeah,
and nothing makes sense.
Okay,
you would not enjoy it.
Now let's stretch that out to a franchise. Yeah. That's the problem.
Yeah, no. The major problem is canon means they can't make these Mary Sue characters. That's the problem.
It means they can't be lazy and make awful shit and have people like it.
They have to work and think hard, have to write that fucking shit.
No. But what it means is canon means they can't make characters like Ray and Michael, the whole galaxy revolves around me, Burnham, with stuff. That's why they want to get rid of canon, because the canon means that like Ray's useless with the actual Star Wars canon. She's fucking pathetic and shouldn't exist. And Michael, the galaxy revolves around me, Burnham, again, is another character that shouldn't fucking exist with canon and everything like that. That's the problem. That's the only reason this canon fucking arguments come up, because people use canon against these characters, and that's it. That's the only reason.
When you corrected yourself, you were going to say Michael Burnham, but you said Michael. I thought you were going to say Michael Bay. My favorite Mary Sue character.
but it's like, but that's the problem. This is why they bring up canon. It's because Star Trek Discovery now no longer fits into canon. And it doesn't fit into canon at all. It doesn't even fit into the canon of like the Kelvin timeline either.
Because they just do shit. They just do shit.
Yeah, and this is it. Canon means that the shit that they like, which breaks the canon and everything, there's flaws to it, and it's like no, but we should just get rid of canon. Oh, I should get rid of canon. Okay, nothing that happens in Discovery matters because there's no canon. Why should I care about it? No, but that's canon. Then it turns into that argument, and that's all it ever descends into. What I like should be canon. What I don't like shouldn't be canon. And in reality, it's like, sorry, Flint, go.
No, you continue.
No, I'm burnt out.
Oh, okay. These people don't realize that canon is what makes it makes it. It's like the structure that holds it together. Like a spine that holds everything up. Like when it's gone.
Yeah, but here's a problem. These people are usually spineless.
That is true. What I'm trying to say is that shit doesn't matter anymore when you get rid of it, because just anything can happen. So what's the point in anything?
Okay, we've been watching Red Dwarf, right? And that still has canon in it, even though it's like an episodic stuff, right? And it's like literally down to with the curry monster, right? When they're running away, they talk about the polymorph that happened in the previous season.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that things happened. You know, so it's still canon, even though they can just make up anything that happens. There's still a set canon. The crew of the Red Dwarf die, and that's still the set canon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the whole. Even in the comedy show, you have to have rules so the comedy works.
Yeah, but when they say like, does canon really matter? It's like, do any rules matter? Because if canon doesn't matter, then nothing matters. And then what's the point of making this up?
Asking if canon matters in a fictional story is like asking if physics matters in reality.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So I already know this is going to be a stupid fucking argument, but and also if you bring up the Klingons as a reason for the canon not to exist, you're a fucking spastic. So
yeah, the Klingons have more expensive makeup. That means the story shouldn't matter. Like what?
Yeah. That means that Michael, the galaxy revolves around me. Burnham should be able to fucking sprout out galaxies from a fucking vagina.
Yeah, we should be able to travel. We should be able to travel across the universe by connecting into mushrooms. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Why? Because the Klingons had different makeup.
Broken canon, and some even go so far as to say this illustrates the willful disregard for Star Trek history from the people behind these shows and movies. I, for one, have always found this
Speak of a devil, look who it is, the fucking cunt herself. This bitch, right, she is literally now supposedly the most important person to have ever existed in Star Trek, right?
Doubt.
Just like Ray.
Oh, press pause. You muted the video, by the way.
I know. I was letting you do that so I could get a picture of who you're actually talking about instead of some random old dude.
Yeah. What? Jason Isaac.
Oh, here's the thing. I noticed with all when all these incompetent, narcissistic social justice writers take over these great franchises that are all about, hey, let's work together. We're a group of ragtag heroes with stuff. Doing stuff together, helping each other out, complementing each other, and they always replace it with this one superhero without personality, and suddenly the whole universe only work to ever make this character exist, and then its existence hinges on this character.
Yeah, they're so fucking lazy.
But the best thing about this is Captain Lorca, right? Who she butts heads with. The only reason she's the good guy is because Captain Lorca comes from the fucking mirror universe and is inherently evil. She's only good because the guy she's against is more evil than she is.
By the way, my alarm clock didn't go off earlier.
One have always
that's perfectly fine. Is your alarm clock
and a
the fucking one of the JoJo themes?
When compared to the many far more which could be tackled when it comes to Star Trek. But if you're a fan who does hold canon to be extremely important, please be assured that this video is not designed to insult you, and I hope you hear.
It is though. It is though, isn't it? It is though. You disingenuous fuck.
You're insulting my intelligence.
It was off to a great start.
It is not designed to insult you, but it will.
These people did different. Yeah, these people had different makeups. You fucking tools. That's why nothing should matter. Yeah, cheers, man. Thanks for that. Anyway, carry on destroying my fucking favorite franchise.
By watching until the end of this video. I chose the changing designs.
Hey guys, I'm making a video on how history is retarded. But if you're a historian, I don't need to offend
you. Yeah, but look at this. Look at that.
The Klingons are just
fucking wrong.
Let's unify our tribes. What?
From because
Star Trek 40K.
Star Trek Discovery came out,
also,
a lot of people cried betrayal.
They weren't tribes though.
Designs. And this often led to an inevitable back and forth in comment.
I don't fucking know.
Even the Klingons in Into Darkness didn't look the shit.
They look like Drazi from Babylon 5.
Lord of the Replicators.
Yeah.
You remember the idiot aliens that were dividing themselves into blue and yellow, green and purple?
Mm-hmm.
They look like the Drazi, and the armor
from Babylon 5,
yeah. And the armor they have here, they remind me of Drow from Dungeons and Dragons with this spider web setup.
Why am I expecting to see Lurtz just wander onto the screen, shouting "man flesh" and like with two hobbits? I just
sections
remain Klingon.
Down into a simple formula.
Destroy the
Person
Shire.
A would jump in and say, these new Klingon designs don't look right. That's not how Klingons are supposed to look, and it's wrong for this era when they should look more like the TOS Klingon.
Yes. They should look.
Yes?
No, yes, because it's in. Because
it's in canon that it's a virus that makes it look like that, and then slowly
because also it's. Because also it's supposed to be still part of the fucking Prime universe.
It's supposed to be right before Star Trek, the original series, happened, like a couple years.
It's supposed to be 10 years. 10 years before Kirk.
Yes.
Person B would then reply, that's a silly opinion. The Klingons changed designs already. They look completely different between TOS and the motion picture.
Yeah, but then canon was introduced in Enterprise.
Yes.
So
in Enterprise, which is canon, things were solidified.
Yeah.
And here's the thing as well. Even with all the Kelvin timeline shit,
it doesn't
Enterprise
excuse
is still
this.
canon.
Enterprise
is still canon. Do you know why? Because it happens before.
Yeah, Enterprise is canon and is before Discovery. So.
Yeah, but even go it's a Kelvin timeline. Enterprise is before the split.
Yeah.
So everything that happens in Enterprise is canon in both universes. Again, checkmate. So
they talked about Captain Archer in the Kelvin timeline.
Yeah.
Or
in Into Darkness, in Into Darkness, they have a model of the NX-01 on Admiral Marcus's desk, showing the progressions. So it means that ship existed.
Why did
there you go. Why did they even have that? I don't know.
I was gonna say, why did they even change the design for like? Wasn't the older one easier to do anyway?
Because they're fucking retarded.
But the reason why they changed it is to make them look more alien and not just people who they had like
that's
shit smeared on their face.
We know that this is Star Trek. This isn't Warhammer 40,000.
Even like the intelligence.
No! Stop! No! Stop! What? No, I meant the change between the original series and the motion picture. I'm not talking about this newer change.
Okay.
No, what I meant is the reason why they changed from the original series to the more complicated design with like the head ridges was to make them look more.
No, alien. I mean, why did they go from the head ridges to this monstrosity on the screen?
Because they're talentless hacks. Because they went, well, Klingons are like orcs, and they're mainly played by black people, so we have to make them look like orcs.
Fucking orc conversation. Goddamn.
Person A would then retort with, the Klingons' changing appearance has been explained in Star Trek Enterprise with the augment.
We're
this new change
person
has
A.
no explanation and therefore violates
We're person A, therefore the intelligent person in this conversation, yes.
No, the Klingons' changed appearance has been explained in Star Trek with the this new change has no explanation. Yeah. It violates established canon and contradicts continuity. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
he's person A because he's a pure
parts
alpha.
Of what both of these people are saying is technically correct, but I feel like both.
Technically correct. Technically correct is the best type of correct. But person A is correct.
No. Then also explain to me why is the change so different?
How does it make you feel?
Then also tell me why, benefit of the doubt, and also tell me why is the change so drastically different, and why is their armor design and their ship design so drastically different?
Yeah. Why do we look like extras?
Because these are not Klingons. You could have just taken another race here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you take another race, then how you have less recognizable Star Trek things to work with.
You already have that. They just make new stuff up and then slam old words on it.
Of course, yeah.
In the belief that makes it relatable, but it doesn't. It just makes it more eerie and alien, in the wrong sense of the word.
You could literally make these the Flubber Glorians or some shit like that. I don't know, whatever they want to call them, and just made them blast the shit out. I don't, it's matter, but you know what I mean.
Maybe they did this. Maybe there's some spare orc costumes, and you know what?
You know what? $20 is $20. So.
So, hey, check out these new Klingons, guys! Ooh, don't look at that box that says
The
orcs in the background.
problem with Discovery, they had like $1 and like no talent, and what are you meant to do with that? It's like rummage around in like the secondhand stores. Let's see what's the core value here, though. That's what I'm
Star Trek's
interested in.
approach is technically correct, but I feel like both of these arguments miss the core issue. Star Trek's approach to its own canon has basically been for the writers to make it up as they go along. No,
you're wrong. No, make it up as they go along. No.
It's not like they have to follow the rules of the previous canon before Vin or anything like
that.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, if he brings up Voyager, which is just canon breaking anyway, and everyone says it's canon breaking because it's fucking stupid. Making up as it goes along. Right, okay, so what contradicts lore in Star Trek TNG? Nothing. Anyway, carry on. DS9. Oh, still nothing. Voyager, everything in that one. But Enterprise sort of tries to weld all the canon together.
No one sat
No
down.
one did a 5-minute fucking video on a review.
Gene Roddenberry came
Autism has become an epidemic.
What?
What did you say?
No one to its own canon has basically been for the writers to make it up as they go along. No one sat down and thought out the entire universe beforehand. Gene.
They did.
You plan out.
Can we hear
you plan out at least the rough parts of it and most of it, but not necessarily every minute detail. But you add most of the things that you want to have in it, and then you have to scrap some of them because you can't work them into the story or into the season or into the episode you want, or because it's not possible because of the effects that are limited for you. And Roddenberry wanted to do a lot more things that he couldn't because of budget constraints and because of simple impracticality. And
this is just going to go down the fucking route of new Star Trek does whatever it wants to do, and that's good because we should just allow. Because I mistakenly believe that old Star Trek just did whatever it wanted to, but that's clearly false.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and wait for next product.
Yeah, I mean,
that is literally
just because Q wasn't planned for the first episode. He wasn't planned as a character to exist, and I forgot the story behind it, but Q was written into it, and that gave the whole TNG an overarching plot in the background that it would come back to in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Q is not just showing up for pure random reasons and to have an episode per season. There's things are developing with Q in the relationship with Q and how Q is dealing and judging the humans.
Yeah,
and that's what it comes around to. That it's an ongoing test. The test will never be over, and that's a great message.
Hey guys, I'm a liberal TM. I'm down with capitalism. Now let me tell you why you should bootleg all these corporate products. Thank you, mainstream. Very cool.
I really hate this fucking content creator.
Who is this? I need to know so I can avoid them.
We'll find out later on the next episode of No Continuity Show, man.
We'll make it up as we go on because we all know Canon.
Yeah, make it up as we go along. Yeah, Canon don't matter. Fucking.
I really want to know what channel Person A is on. Person Alpha, if you mind.
Person Alpha, not Person Beta.
We're on there. We are Person Alpha.
I like Person A. He sounds like a cool dude, and I know he's a he because.
So he technically made a video about us.
Yes.
Person A is within us all.
He lives in you.
The Person A is the struggle.
Person A is a Gene Roddenberry to our Will Wheaton. He's always inside us.
J.J. Abrams is Person B.
All right, let's keep going. We've got 11 minutes left of this video.
Star Trek's approach to
the
its
first
own
video was
canon
funny.
has
This is just
basically
depressing.
been for the writers to make it up as they go along. No one sat down and thought out the entire universe beforehand. Gene Roddenberry came up with the central premise, and then Gene L. Kuhn, DC Fontana, and a bunch of others just threw in stuff on the fly. A big reason I started my Lore Evolution video series is precisely to examine how, over the course of such a long
Wait,
franchise,
lore evolution, that requires canon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the series. Also let me degrade how they came up with it in the first place. Thank
They
you.
just came up with it. They went with things on the fly.
What? So why are you making a lore video?
Yeah,
Why are you making
look,
a lore
that's-
video?
that's when
Canon
you-
don't matter.
When you develop something with a team of people, then yes, you will have brainstorming where just ideas pop up and you see how you can work that in. That doesn't mean that you work it in on the fly, on the spot or something. That's not the
You
same
know that
thing.
Klingon right there? His face is my face, this guy's video. Just pure fucking disgust. I'm looking at him like he's just, I'm looking at him like he's just squatted and took a shit in the middle of the room. Like, what the fuck, man? But what? Yeah. So, but here's the thing. I made these lore videos. Why? Canon don't matter. Why do I care about the lore of Star Trek?
Well, both of them
If
matter.
canon don't matter.
Fan fictions just matter as much as like what you see.
Yeah, but what does lore matter without canon? Because it means nothing. You can just make it up. This is whatever. I don't give a shit. This guy's an idiot.
This video is rated H for hypocrisy.
This video is rated for bruh. Just
B for bruh
fucking-
moment as well. Yes.
Yeah. This video is rated F for fucking faggot.
All these people have the same fucking arguments, dude. They never have anything different.
Yeah, all it is. Yeah.
It really is the NPC meme.
Yeah.
Their battle
Well,
will be
yeah, no,
legendary.
Yeah, but
just know the different script, okay?
yeah, but it really is getting to the point of canon means nothing. We should just let them do whatever they want to do. Anyway, let me tell you about how I enjoy this canon stuff. It's like, oh, shut the fuck up.
You know it's bad when a robot's calling you an NPC. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
I think
Anyway,
this is just
let's
I think this is just an extension of historical revisionism.
Yeah.
Oh no!
yeah.
Like his latest video is like, why Star Trek 4 is taking so long.
Come on, comrade. Good fact.
Well, it's taking so long.
Trump
It's
good
taking
fact.
so long
Because
because
it's never
no one
gonna
wants to do it, and one of the cast members is dead.
Yes.
He's fucking dead.
He's fucking dead.
He's fucking Harry Kimmed. He's laid to rest. He's fucking seeking pastures anew.
Did he get laid? Yeah, laid to rest. That's probably my
Honestly,
favorite
what-
part of it so far.
Yeah. What was it? Was it like? What's his name? Is it like? It's. What was it like? Anton? What was his name? What was the actor's name?
Anton Yelchin.
Yeah, he got crushed by his own car. It's like, oh, cool.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
The robot uprising began, and Anton Yelchin was.
Oh well, that sucks.
bro, just teleport out. Canon means nothing. You can just do it anyway.
Mark's like, here's the channel Flint should avoid. It's just a blank image. Thanks, Mark. Very cool.
Oh, God.
I should just avoid the black howling void of death. And the entity of entropy that encompasses all and is inescapable. Oh, also known as a Rowan J. Cole.
No, it's what's wrong on the next picture though.
Oh dear. Anyway,
Oh God,
let's just
I've upgraded it.
Oh, of course he's subscribed.
Klingon disgust. Oh dear.
Hello, your computer has virus.
Iconic factions, technologies, and characters have changed and evolved over the different shows and movies. The Borg, for
No, they
example, never assimilated other living beings until the best of both.
No.
No,
They
it's just
talk-
What?
Yes, they did.
We never got the chance to.
First season, the Romulans and the Federation were talking about how they
Missing
both
colonies.
Lost, the entire missing colonies out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. And literally in season 2, when they were attacking, they took a section of a ship out to study the Enterprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they also killed 27 crew members.
Hey, you guys.
But they never assimilated anyone because Q got him out of there because Picard begged him to get them out of there.
This was total. This was planned in the long run.
Yeah, and then the very next time we see the Borg is in Best of Both Worlds.
Yeah, and that was a great setup and great effects.
Yeah.
With the just carving out this several layers of the ship in this cone shape, just extracting it like you do some ice probing in the Antarctic. It's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The Arctic.
So he's wrong about this point, then. So he's wrong about this point.
There's this little known technique. You may not have heard of it. It's very rarely used. It's called fucking foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Flint's the manager.
Yeah, but that's it. It's foreshadowing the fucking dangers. It's like, yeah, but we didn't see them do everything. Yeah, I know, because they weren't meant to do everything. That's why the assimilation gets so shocking. It's like, where did the Borg come from? And you realize they've assimilated all the other species they've come across.
You don't need to physically see something to know it exists. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. 27 crew members were taken up on that code. We don't know what happened to them. Until later on, we'll go, oh, they were probably assimilated.
I don't believe the Eiffel Tower exists, because I haven't seen it in person. So...
No, the Eiffel Tower doesn't exist because I wasn't there when it was built. Yeah. So
it's fucking lie.
It looked different when they first started building it. It wasn't as tall, so it's not as tall as it should be now.
God, how did these people get dressed in the morning?
They forget how the
I tip my hat to their carers. Still follow Canon, so that's. Oh, let's carry on going. I'm going to regret those fucking words.
But after that, assimilation becomes a defining trait of the Borg. The Ferengi were introduced as a powerful new nemesis for the Federation, until that didn't work and so were turned into space ultra-capitalists. The Federation spans an entire galaxy
that
in
was
an episode of TOS, but is later...
Or at least you could work that out from them, because they were absolutely greedy bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Greedy and manipulative in the first place. Going to manipulative trader is just the next step.
Just go back. But they talked about spreading across the whole galaxy. Okay.
Were turned into space ultra-capitalists. The Federation spans an entire galaxy in an episode of TOS, but is later retconned to only being in a single quadrant of the galaxy.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
Uh-huh.
That could still be classed as a galaxy. I don't care. He got retconned. He got tightened up in TNG.
I'd rather say no. Look, this is what's going on. Rather is that the nomenclature just gets more precise. During the time, during the Kirk era, during the original series, science wasn't that developed. We didn't know that much about our own galaxy. I mean, old depictions in children in educational children cartoons, when they talked about the universe, showed a picture of a galaxy of the Milky Way, because back then people thought that the galaxy we live in is the whole universe.
Yeah.
So to then think like say things like the Federation is spanning the whole the galaxy. That's from the limited understanding of what was known back then. You can extrapolate that into other things, like the same error. If you go from there, that is made in TNG in the first season with the Traveler, to just go to another galaxy. If you're really sloppy on the science of your science fiction, then the universe can become very small. It's only now that we get an even better grasp at it and how big it seems to be as far as we can see so far, and we're at a point where we know that our galaxy is part of a larger cluster that was dubbed Laniakea after, I think, some Hawaiian goddess or something. Not entirely sure.
Oh, you mean Moana?
What?
No, but yes, but no.
What can I say?
Yeah, but this is the essentially the three-dimensional. It's not a blob. It's just several currents of galaxies that are moving cohesively through the universe, while the clusters outside move a little different in different streams. And this is something that was completely mind-blowing to me when I learned about this. Because before that, I just thought all the galaxies are just floating out there in random directions, more or less. Sometimes crashing into each other, which we are going to do with what's it, Andromeda?
Oh no!
At some point, like many millions in the future, we're going to our galaxies are going to collide, the Milky Way, and I believe it is Andromeda. Might be another one, but that is going to happen. And when galaxies crash into each other, they're not just this is not a big impact thing because it's a bunch of stars. It's mainly nothing, because most of the space of a galaxy is nothing.
Yeah.
And but it throws all the stars out of sync, and you get this. Well, what happens if you throw two gassy clouds into each other? They start to just go into random motions.
I understand what you're saying, but I could do it. But to probably just stop us crashing to Andromeda, we should just not let Troy drive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
We should also not let fucking BioWare.
That might save us.
Yeah. BioWare's on one side, Troy's on the other, which is the worst car crash. Oh my god.
Oh no.
You decide, but your vote don't count because Canon doesn't matter. So.
Deanna Troy drives a car
also,
built by BioWare.
Oh no!
Oh, so what does this map mean anyway? Canon don't matter.
Yeah.
Let's see. One of my
why are you showing us
favorite
this map?
pieces of Star Trek
Yeah, why
content
should a
on
map when we
YouTube
can't even
are these
fucking
Star
read it?
Trek Imponderables videos.
Well, you just want random
highlight a very
incoherent
long
things.
If Phaser can do all that,
errors
yes.
long before Star Trek Discovery ever showed up.
Why does everyone forget when it would be useful? Because they don't want to blow up everybody.
When you like, this is the same argument. Like, this is the same fucking.
Why don't you use a rocket launcher in close combat?
Like, this is the same kind of, like, we got these leftoid morons talking about, like, oh, what does the Second Amendment matter if the government has cruise missiles? I'm like, okay, the government is not going to want to glass its own infrastructure. You fucking retard.
Yeah. This is why in like Vietnam and like the Gulf War, we didn't just drop nuclear bombs on people.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing: America lost Vietnam.
It was a no-score draw. To be honest with you.
Okay. So America didn't win that one, and what did the Viet Cong have? Rifles and some jeeps and the trees, and
and the Ho Chi Minh Trail,
and the
Ho Chi Minh Trail.
Amerizilla versus Viet Cong.
Amerizilla versus Viet. Yeah, but this is the thing. Like with Korea, it literally they were fighting each other. They could have nuked the crap out of each other, but they didn't. Because we don't just completely destroy everything. The reason why he said it's a level 16 to destroy half a building was to escape.
Yeah.
A thing.
And it was in his brain a Romulan compound, so what does he give a shit if he breaks half their shit?
Yeah. Whereas in battles against the Dominion, they're trying not to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Empire led to decades of war, and it was decided then we would do surveillance before making contact.
It's a Klingon. A Klingon.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Bruh.
There was a war. There was a war.
There was, though.
There was a war.
There was.
There was a war.
The reason the war ended is because of the Kittimer Accords.
Yeah.
Are you retarded? You are absolutely retarded.
Are you retarded?
Yeah. Okay. I need to download that right now for this.
I mean, you could. Here you
I got-
could.
hold
We
on.
managed
Can I
one.
just I'm just gonna rate
that the
them.
Klingons already looked altered.
Yeah. But also, did they say it was the Klingons that they had first contact with and had a war?
You want to go back and see the?
Yeah. See the Picard quote, so I could fully understand it.
Quadrant of the galaxy. One of my favorite pieces of Star Trek content on YouTube are the Star Trek Imponderables videos, which highlight a very long list of internal continuity errors long before Star Trek Discovery ever showed up on screen.
Centuries ago, disastrous contact with the Klingon Empire led to decades of war, and it was decided
Disastrous
then
contact.
we would do surveillance.
Not first contact. Contact.
Yeah. You can have contact after your first contact.
Yeah.
There was like even that episode in TNG, which was like yesterday's Enterprise. Yeah, that just because the Enterprise didn't show up in the past, the war with the Klingons continued.
Yeah.
So even like that can matter. That like the one ship was lost by the Federation and it couldn't show up in time.
Yeah.
Like that's how like moody they are.
Yeah, but it's like the thing with first is he's not talking about first contact. He's just talking about contact. So that the reason they do all this surveillance, so they know the ins and outs of the society they're about to meet. So there is no way possible that after first contact and years down the line, anything will happen that will cause a war, like what happened with the Klingons. Just because the first meeting went okay, because the Vulcans were there, doesn't mean that, you know, it was all plain sailing. Also, that first contact wasn't the Federation's first contact with it. It was the Earth Alliance and the Vulcan, whatever it was, before it became the Federation.
Yeah.
So the Federation contact with the Klingons could have gone sour in any other ways. Bro, just think outside the fucking box as well, and just like read the lore.
Oh, but it doesn't matter, Hawk. Come on.
Oh yeah. Sorry, it doesn't matter.
And just so you can have random shit happen. If you want random shit to happen, then why are you watching a series?
Yeah, all this is just I want random shit in Discovery.
If you want random shit, then just make a movie in some universe and make another movie in some other universe, make another movie in some other universe. Then you can have all the random shit you want. Yeah,
but here's the thing: people want random shit. Why don't we make stuff like the Twilight Zone again?
They did.
That series was just random with different episodes over time. If that's what people want, why aren't they making more of that? Oh wait, because that's not actually what people want. People do enjoy long stories and canon.
Nah.
Yeah, people enjoy it when
Tales from the Crypt. You know,
is that a gang? Tales from the Crypt?
Probably.
It's a
Probably.
Klingon. A Klingon.
Okay. I think I need to hop over now and.
Oh, you doing the Smudcast then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Smud's only got 2 people, including me today. So.
What's the video?
Overly sarcastic productions. Something about the tropes of dying. The character death. Character death.
Oh, yeah. I'm going. Is overly sarcastic. I might have to do that. Also, this Canon doesn't really matter. He's annoying me? This guy is.
Yeah.
Because I know what his argument is. Tell Smud I'll tell Smud if he's got another spot. I'll join him in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10,
I'm
15.
sorry. I'm sorry to hop out. Maybe it's better to do the long one first. But yeah,
We had fun, Doctor.
yeah.
You're leaving, just like you're leaving early, just like Crusher did. We just have to replace you with a Polonsky or whatever her name is.
Yeah, he replaced me with a hologram or something. I don't know.
No, female bones.
Female bones.
Don't
just
take
a
that
pile of
literally.
female bones. Yeah, just a pile of female bones.
Just a woman's
I
corpse.
need to. Yeah, and I need to reset my neurons
we'll Harry
before
Kim
that.
them.
Oh God, no. Yeah, have fun with the rest of this wonderful essay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Doctor.
I'll take that as a thank you.
Goodbye. Doctor out.
Female bones. It's like Weekend at Bernie's, it's just a corpse just hanging from
Oh my fucking god! This guy's got no fucking.
an ironic troll face.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you got.
And by the way, this video was made in like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Really?
Oh, shut up.
Yes.
So wait, so is it so all? Yeah, I've got to turn it down. This guy's. Why do people make these fucking this noise so fucking
Why
loud?
did they make? Why did they make the music louder than them so you can't hear what the fuck they're saying?
Make the music louder than everything. Everything is so, it's like everything's so quiet. Let's see what else they've got to say.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Violating Star Trek canon with appearances from the Ferengi and the Borg long before the established first encounters.
Yeah, and people didn't like that for the same reasons, and they brought it up.
Yeah.
As well as holograms and cloaking devices showing up while being newer technologies in Star Trek shows which were set after Enterprise.
Yeah, and people didn't like that, and they mentioned
like that. Yeah.
These days, when these examples are brought up, many Trek fans are quick to point out some kind of long-winded, contrived explanation which ties in with some spin-off novel to explain these supposed errors away, which is why the anger towards Discovery's supposed canon violations have always confused me. Referring back to the Klingon example I mentioned earlier and the typical exchange you see between the two Star Trek fans, what I wanted to point out was it took 26 years for the changing Klingon designs between the original series and the motion picture to have any kind of in-universe explanation. So for well over 2 decades...
Oh, so we've got to wait 26 years for someone to explain why Discovery did all this crap. Thanks, cool.
Cool, thanks. Okay.
Playing a fucking long game here, aren't you?
Trials and Tribulations wasn't meant to set up the Enterprise episode. It was a joke by the writers. When Worf says,
"We do not discuss it with outsiders,"
that's the Deep Space Nine writers saying to the audience, yeah, we don't address this because we have no reason for why they look different. And even this doesn't make much sense if you think about it. How the hell don't Bashir and O'Brien know what Klingons looked like in the previous century? I mean, we know what Romans looked like from thousands of years ago based on
no, we don't.
rusted artifacts. But in the
No, it's our best guess. It's our best guess.
And detailed logs, Klingons not
I'm back.
What I miss? Century is somehow lost knowledge.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing of value or interest.
All over
What's all about what I expected?
There is a reason the Klingons looked different for the motion picture. Gene Roddenberry had a bigger budget to play with and wanted more.
Wow, that's literally what I said.
Wow, what a shocker! Wow. What a fucking wow!
Damn, Sherlock Holmes over here, bro. How do you
Herlock Shlomes here, fucking spitting out facts.
Galaxy brain individual.
Klingon design for Discovery because he didn't want the audience to be as familiar with them for the purpose of the story he wanted to tell.
What?
That's retarded.
We want the Klingons, but we don't want them to look anything like Klingons, so people don't know the Klingons because
Are you retarded?
Based Henry VIII.
Based Brian Bless.
More advanced technology than the original series, despite being set before it.
God, flashing lights, Jesus Christ!
Of what future technology?
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna have to go. Smud's actually calling me now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had fun, Bears, but this guy's fucking retarded.
Like, bro, like, and it's entirely possible to do this retrofuturism. It's entirely possible to do that. Like, I don't understand. We have to make it more. No, you don't.
Yeah, I know it's fucking stupid. Anyway,
How
I'm gonna
about
head off
no?
now.
Right, goodbye, Commander.
How about no? How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard? Anyway, see you later, guys. Have
Yeah,
fun.
man, no.
Bye.
Goodbye, number one.
Bye.
Yeah.
I am second in command now.
Has evolved since the 1960s, but that's how Star Trek has always treated its canon. Roddenberry was known to many of his colleagues who worked on the franchise as a revisionist who liked to decanonize things when it suited him. His general attitude was that the most recent iteration of Star Trek was the...
Unfortunately, Starfleet's enthusiasm afflicted... Jesus Christ, I can't read. Unfortunately, Starfleet's enthusiasm affected those who chronicled our adventures, and we were all painted somewhat larger than life, especially myself. I became determined that if I ever again found myself involved in Anna affair...
Anna? Who's
Why is
Anna?
an Anna affair?
Who's Anna?
Her first name Anna, last name Affair.
Anna.
One of the women that
like a superhero character name.
Anna affair.
Are the cops after someone?
We know too much. They're after. We figured out the secret.
It's Anna affair. Oh no!
It was her all.
Why is this? Is James T. Kirk
she's the
novelization?
Anna is the key to all of this.
Because she's a funnier character than we've had before.
Also, this guy can't just say Roddenberry was all about decanonizing shit without a citation. Like,
yeah, his only citation is Anna affair.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, dude. I think I'm gonna take literally everyone else's word against Anna affair said any day.
Worth remembering, the canon of Star Trek is fictional. It's basically whatever the hell the writers want it to be. The term retcon is often
Anna
thrown
affair
around
hot,
a lot,
though?
but a retcon is not a mistake with canon. It's an addition to canon. However,
no, a retcon is literally a band-aid to fix over a contradiction. That is all retcons have ever done.
Yeah.
For now, we're touching on another sentiment which I often see expressed.
That guy's having a cooming face.
Every face Tucker makes is a cooming face.
Star Trek, the how come we've never heard of X before? I often see this attitude applied to larger historical events within Star Trek, although it is applied to certain characters as well. There are people who don't like the Xindi storyline in Enterprise because the Xindi were never mentioned in shows set after Enterprise. To me, this kind of attitude has never made much sense. It seems to suggest the Star Trek universe and the characters within it have no life whatsoever outside of the confines of the episodes and movies we watch. Star Trek...
But no, the problem is if you make a major conflict with a new race set before all the other shows, people are going to wonder why the other shows never mention them.
Also, what dumb shit is that? We don't see their character outside of the stuff we watch. Like, yeah, there's no shit. Yeah, that's kind of how fiction works typically.
Why can't I see Darth Vader in Lord of the Rings? Goddammit!
A lot of fictional history over a lot of different locations. It's hardly surprising we
Einstein
don't see
over
the
here.
characters mention every important historical event in their dialogue, or even other people who may be important to them in their lives. This kind of attitude breaks down pretty quickly whenever you try to apply the same logic to stories based on actual history or actual
stories
people.
based.
If you watched Saving Private Ryan followed by Dunkirk using the same logic, you'd end up asking, who the hell are these British people? How can we...
Oh... did that...
What, are you retarded?
That's probably the dumbest thing so far.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen Dunkirk, so, but I don't think they have the same characters as Saving.
Dunkirk set in World War One.
You know, I was like looking at Saving Private Ryan, and I was like saying like, hey, it's Tom Hanks, but like, why is he so different from Forrest Gump?
Well, like I said, I haven't seen.
He was in the Vietnamese War.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
What is he doing here? They retconned him as a teacher, but like,
who would have known that two different battles of the same war take place in different locations aren't that similar? Who would have guessed? They don't have the same characters. Who would have fucking fought?
Battle of France. Yeah.
You do two different parts of France. Like,
Mm-hmm.
You don't have teleporting soldiers, I'm afraid. Last time I checked.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's almost as if the American military and the British military are different countries and whatever.
What?
Never
No
heard
way.
of them Saving Private Ryan. Speaking of World War II, there are
The guys in Dunkirk probably haven't heard of Private Ryan. No, the guys in Dunkirk, right, probably haven't heard of some random private in the American military half the country away. Yeah, you're right. What a contradiction that is.
Wasn't there literally millions of people fighting in World War
Yes! It's almost as if it was a world war or something.
II? Bruh.
But I want my World War cinematic universe to work.
Universe.
The World War cinematic. I thought the Hitler arc was pretty okay. It was kind of sucked at the ending though.
But it did end with a bang, so.
That is
Well,
true.
yeah, the bunker arc was kind of filler.
I want to shake hands with the guy who killed Hitler.
Yeah, he's a hero. He's a true hero.
roughly 2,600 hours worth of World War II movies, all taking place within a
Bro, are you? They're not directed by the same people. Not even by the same. Are you retarded?
These are different movies about different companies in different places and different days and different months and different years during the World War II time period.
Yeah, it's different. People making World War II movies don't base it off of other people's movies. They just, bro.
They either make their own movie or do a dramatic retelling of actual events like Dunkirk.
So we have a copyright on World War II movies.
It's Star Trek is
established the canon.
Is a universe where all of them except for a few they're part of the same universe. This is just different takes of the same event that happened in real life. God damn. How do you even confuse the two? Autism has become an epidemic.
For comparison, the entire Star Trek franchise is less than 800 hours, and it spans several centuries. Not to mention all of those.
This
World War
retard's
II
really
movies.
comparing it to.
How? How?
Take place over just a few continents, while Star Trek spans an entire galaxy and sometimes
Also,
beyond that.
How does he look at Star Trek? He's like, you know what this reminds me of? World War II.
Well, I mean, it did have that World War II episode, hologram episode in Voyager.
True. But if you're going to compare any sci-fi thing to World War II, you'd think Star Wars or something. Or Star Trek, really?
I literally, okay, the argument is there are a lot of World War II movies, therefore Star Trek canon doesn't matter.
Oh, there's a lot of fucking Godzilla movies, but they're all not in the same universe.
They are a result of World War II, though. The bomb.
Room to add more history.
There's a lot
to
of
the
ancient
various
aliens.
Star Trek
Fucking.
timelines. Yeah, there's multiple Star Trek
Shows,
timelines as
but it
well.
doesn't
There's
make
even
sense.
plenty of room to expand the lives of Star Trek characters as well. Biopics about real life
Like, get
people
this trash
struggle
off
to
my
convey
screen.
every important event a real person went through and fail to depict all the people that person knew in their lives. To suggest Star Trek, with its massive ensemble casts, has totally explored the lives of every single character would be ludicrous. You didn't hear about the Xindi incident in TOS? Well, it happened. You just didn't hear about it because it wasn't relevant to the stories you saw. Spock didn't mention Michael Burnham before? Well, she was there. He just didn't talk about her because Spock is an incredibly private individual, and Discovery, along
If
with
I had a
its
gag
drive, was
reflex, I would throw
classified
up
by
right now.
Starfleet. These aren't violations of continuity or canon. These are just updates. This is what happened at this point in Star Trek history. With
Of
these
course, the
characters,
NPC's
and this is what it
lecturing
looked
us
like.
about
The
updates.
time between
of course.
Discovery and TOS is the same length of time between TOS and the motion picture. If the entire aesthetic of the Star Trek universe can change this radically between TOS and the motion picture, then it can change just as radically between Discovery and the original series. But ultimately, after all of this, what really irritates me personally about all this bleating over canon is it doesn't have any actual impact on the opinion of the viewer. The people who dislike Discovery may be expressing it as a dislike of
What?
If a show or any kind of storyline can be just slapdash whatever the fuck, then yes, it is going to affect people's opinion because they won't give a shit. Because literally anything can happen.
Also, Canon has no effect on people's opinions. So is he saying that facts don't care about your feelings?
No, feelings don't. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Star Trek become Ben Shapiro.
Apparent canon violations, but is that the real reason they don't like the show? Let me ask you this. If in a later season of Discovery, the design change for the Klingons get an in-universe explanation, will that make you like the show? Here's something off the cuff.
It'll make me hate it less.
I'm
because
not willing to.
At least they bothered to explain something.
That thing is such a minuscule problem in the show that compared to like the other stuff,
Yeah,
like I wouldn't care.
A bigger problem than the way the Klingons look is the mushroom instant teleportation shit.
Yes. Like pretty much of the technology in that series is just like complete nonsense. It doesn't make any sense that like they have that kind of tech in TOS era.
It's literally the dumbest thing too. They don't just like blink out of existence. They spin around. There's a Looney Tunes noise, and then they drop. Like
Captain Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, the Klingons are just coyotes.
Yeah.
The USS Yosemite Sam. All right.
Yosemite was God knows starship.
Like instead of the two engines on the back of like the Enterprise kind of ships, like instead of that, just two just cartoonish dynamite sticks instead of engines.
Alright, so we're gonna stop. I'm gonna bring this shit up.
Nani?
Something else. Yeah. Oh no.
I'm just gonna put this up. Oh wait, no. Better yet. Listen to this. That is what the fucking bruh.
That's all, folks.
Literally.
The USS Acme.
Acme.
And this is what the fuck it does. Like what is that? Oh, and then it bounces. It bobs in space. Like,
all right, so now I know because I don't know if you've been able to tell, but I actually haven't seen Discovery because I have taste.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing, Flint. That mushroom spore drive, whatever the fuck, it connects you to everything in the universe. So there's literally no need for warp.
Wiz was talking about that earlier. That's really retarded. That's not even based on
what's the downside of that shit?
Chief Engineer Alexis is in.
Hey.
Hello there.
Hello.
You gotta think about the blind people.
All right, Alexis, get the
There be no blind people.
Alexis, push the warper button.
Tell Alexis to push the warper button.
Maybe in an attempt to mitigate the effects of the augment virus, some Klingon scientists tried to engineer a cure which backfired and made Klingon features more pronounced. So pronounced, in fact.
Wait, but this was before
and the augment virus.
This
TOS, right?
This is after the augment. This is before TOS, so they couldn't.
So he developed a cure for a disease that didn't exist yet?
No, it's a cure for. They made a cure that backfired before. This is okay. You know
so
what?
basically, COVID in real life.
Fix that I can think so just on top of my head. Why not make not a cure, but the humans try to do something, and for some reason, they affect their reality. For the person they're seeing another thing that they're not there. The Klingon, the original design. It's just that the people they're seeing it is that something happened in their brain. Pure fucking disease. I don't know. It's better than, this design that we have there.
That reminds me of this. Hold on, I'm gonna post it in the sloppy chat.
What do you post?
I haven't posted it yet. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here we go.
I thought it was the Smudcast Blues Clues.
No, I didn't post it. That's Matthews. Bruh.
Nailed it. But
This is real, by the way.
but
I also can't believe you confused me for Maggie.
Oh, I just saw a post. I didn't actually look and saw who posted it.
All right. The USS Sloppy Seconds going to the planet Brazil.
Don't they have like time traveling powers as well?
Who Klingons?
Like the no. No.
The
The
Rothschilds?
ship that they have, Discovery.
The Rothschild. They have teleporting ability.
Because they go like 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
Supposedly, like all the.
I don't think it's teleporting. I think it's time travel.
just a question. Just a question. How many things Discovery has break in terms of Star Trek lore? At top of your head.
God, the Klingons, warp drive,
Mark is going full serious.
I think
gas. I step on the gas.
I haven't seen this.
Dilithium. Okay.
Yeah. But from what you guys are saying, it sounds like they break not only rules of Star Trek, but real rules of like actual science as well.
Yeah. Which is fine-ish, kinda, because that's what Star Trek do, but
unless in the normal Star Trek, at least they give you explanation and you can buy in it. But this one, you can buy the explanation that they give you in series of Star Trek Discovery of what the hell is going on.
The problem, and the Klingons ended up looking the way they do in the original series. Just like when Klingons changed their look before, the explanation would come after the change.
They were just Indians
would this
before.
make you like the show if you don't already? If every single one of the continuity problems you have with the show were explained away later, would you suddenly like Discovery?
No, because it has terrible writing and acting.
The only thing that I would accept with Discovery, if like someone like Kirk shows up and erases like everything about it, I think that would be based. But he just says like, okay, you no longer exist. Go away now.
Go away now.
Go away now.
Let me drink.
What are you doing in my home?
As a show, if you don't
So I was
like
pressing the warper button when I had an epiphany.
And that's why I personally get so sick and tired of all this talk over canon, because the real reason Star Trek is successful and has amassed such a passionate worldwide fan base has nothing to do whatsoever with the design.
Thank you for sparing my eyes from this, Bears.
Why is the fan base of Discovery? Like,
what fan base, first of all?
People love Star Trek, and it's not the reason people
What,
hate
like 10
Star
people on Twitter?
So why is so much of our energy spent debating this stuff?
Okay, because like what I have seen of the Discovery fan base is basically like people who say like the action scenes are so cool and there's so much explosions, but like they are the people who see that shit and then go on with their lives afterwards, and they don't even remember seeing this movie.
Literal people who get
the series even.
Little people who get distracted by the dangling keys, pretty much.
Yes. But they come and go. Like then you show like a new dangling key, and that's what they will pursue. There's no reason to stay with this. There's no intellectual property that it can like give you. You would like remember like, oh yeah, that was a good episode. Like I learned some cool moral lesson. Like nothing. Tell me a good character from Discovery. There's none of them.
Oh, speaking of coming and going, what are we gonna? When's the next episode of the Super Seducer gonna be, Bears?
I mean, we can do it Saturday if you feel like it.
All right. Sorry, I had to intertwine that in somehow. Anyway,
the important questions.
not shatter the universe of the franchise. It doesn't disintegrate the internal logic of any stories. Because Star Trek was already riddled with continuity mistakes long before Discovery,
come on.
and it did just
not-
fine.
That's just the.
That's not a canon mistake.
Like that's a fucking editing mistake, not a story mistake. You fuck it.
Yeah.
What, are you retarded?
Oh, god damn.
I feel like one of the scientists from Big Mountain. I'm just thinking lobotomite every 5 seconds this guy talks.
Obviously, there's a
Lobotomite.
This is one of the escape
as they go along. But if a new Star Trek show suddenly made the boy cuddly teddy bear who were nice to everyone, the reason that choice would be bad is far more complex than just it's
just
different
because it's bad doesn't mean it's bad.
This is ultimately what the title of this video refers to. Does canon matter when constructing a story within an established universe?
Yes.
It allows
Yes,
writers to take
100%.
advantage of established elements, but also allows a writer to expand on those elements as well. However, does canon matter when discussing these shows and movies as fans of Star Trek? I would say no, not in the grand scheme of things. Because your enjoyment of a show or movie does
just it matters if you're a writer, but not anyone who pays attention to the writing. What?
You know, maybe Movie Bob had a point with the whole eugenics thing.
Yeah, maybe.
does not rest on what a particular.
But seriously, if you say that the law does not matter, so when it happened in this thing on the series, and it's just make completely no sense considering what the lore behind it, we should ignore that and just say, oh, this is cool shit. So like, even though it does not make any sense lore wise or story wise, we just ignore it and say this is cool.
Yeah. It's bloopy lights, it's colors and everything. That makes it good.
Yeah, this whole canon doesn't matter argument, just an excuse for laziness. That's all it is.
Alien looks like. I don't like the way the Klingons look in Discovery. I think they're way too over the top. But that didn't affect my general opinion of the show because I still found plenty to enjoy. I enjoyed the characters. I was invested in the story. I was interested in the themes being explored. These are the elements that make or break Star Trek or any other show. And if you've listened to all of this, I'm about to jump into the comments and say, yeah, well, it still sucks. At least explain why you think that. At least raise some interesting topics of conversation rather than.
But what's funny about this video is that he put up points that was actually explaining the issue with this continuity errors, not continuity but canon white matters, and then he totally ignores them. But he paid enough effort to type it into his video, and he's neglecting it. It's crazy.
Well, he's a theme coomer, so what do you expect?
Yes.
Art or media. In fact, the technobabble is such an afterthought to Star Trek writers. Scripts in The Next Generation literally just put the words tech in square brackets and then someone else made it up on the spot. All of this is the minutiae, which doesn't really affect your enjoyment of it.
The technobabble is not a God.
Also, what are they supposed to do? It's the future. You have to talk about beams. You can't talk about real life technology because it's supposed to be above that.
Yes.
And tachyon art is actually a real thing, a theoretical thing, but it's not completely made up.
Yeah, it's a Dead Grips song. God, this video is stupid.
Story in the grand scheme of things. Does canon matter?
Oh,
yes,
let's talk again.
Canon does not decide what is and isn't good Star Trek. Let's
Isn't
stop
that evil
obsessing
Spock?
over it and actually have some conversations which haven't already been endlessly parodied by The Simpsons from 20 years ago.
In episode BF-12, you were battling barbarians while riding a winged Appaloosa. Yet in the very next scene, my dear, you're clearly atop a winged Arabian. Please to explain it.
Yes, because everyone who just wants their show to make sense is a buck-toothed fucking spectacle-wearing goober.
No. Everyone that's just want good writing. It's just like a nerd It's like you just be called a nerd and just go away.
Everyone who just wants some decent entertainment. It's just
Fucking
stupid.
nerd. Want things to
Fucking
make
nerd.
sense. Want things to logically connect from point A to point B. You fucking nerd. Just here's what nerds don't do. Right? This is what nerds don't do.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.
Yeah, just consume, nerd.
Consume and then coom over themes.
I see. All right, yes. But in episode AG4.
Wizard.
For Glaven out.
Thank you for watching. If you like these videos, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay up to date on my new.
Why do people give money to this?
Okay, I'll do that. Oops.
You know, maybe I should make a channel where I just say literally fucking nothing for like 10 minutes, and maybe I get a lot of money too.
Yeah.
Maybe Movie Bob was right.
Oh God, this is definitely the worst timeline. maybe 6 million wasn't enough.
God.
Oh, good lord. So yes, in summation, Canon does matter. You're fucking smooth lobe if you think the otherwise. Alright guys, we'll be back on Saturday with something. We'll figure it out in the meantime. Later.
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 H.